Alrighty, I trust you enjoyed the episode on inner riches. How, again, if you don't have a penny, you're rich if you understand some things. But now here's the key. Once you possess, recognize, and understand your inner riches, now that's the power that you use to attract the outer riches. See, the problem is some folks work on the outer riches without realizing the inner riches, and therefore they make the money and they're miserable, right? Proverbs 10:22 says, the blessing of the Lord maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. So here's the key. If you have that inner riches, by the way, RICH, here's my original acronym, rich, receiving insight, creating happiness. Ooh, come on, somebody. Rich, receiving insight, creating happiness. Because see, once you do that, now you can be RICH, raking in cash happily, right? When you have those inner riches, now you're attracting the RICH, raking in cash hourly, rich, raking in cash um, um, oh my goodness, I almost forgot that last one. So that's okay. We'll come back to it. But you get the understanding, my friend, is rich. Okay. So you want to make sure you have those riches. The inner riches, it then leads to the outer riches that you become like a magnet. And then you become, like I say, money flows freely and frequently from expected and unexpected sources in exchange for the value that I consistently bring to the marketplace. By the way, the opposite of rich is poor, POOR, passing over opportunities repeatedly. Poor, putting obstacles over riches. And so again, there's so many dynamics that come to this, but if you'll get this basic foundation, once you're aware of your inner riches, you now use that as a magnet to attract the outer riches. And so when you're rich on the inside, and now you attract those outer riches on the outside, now it's like a double barrel shotgun and you've got it for good. And so rich, RICH, residual income complements happiness. See, I was already happy, but when I built systems of residual income, and by the way, anyone who builds money has to understand and becomes rich has to understand the power of leverage. I call it being a CLO, Chief Leveraging Officer. Archimedes said, if I had a lever long enough and a prop strong enough, I could single-handedly move the world. And so my acronym for systems, SYSTEMS, save yourself time, energy, money, stress. So people that utilize and leverage systems, they can become rich. Again, first you want to be enriched and then become rich. And then, my friend, you can use that to be a blessing, not just to you and your family, but to others as well. Because I believe God wants us to be blessed so that we can also be a blessing to others. And so, my friend, you want to utilize systems and understand the importance and power of leverage. You know, John Paul Getty said it best, I'd rather get 1% of efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. What was he saying? If all my income is based on me and something happens to me, then my income ceases. But if my income is not just based on me, just a small percentage, and the rest of my income is based on others, then if something happens to me, I still have the majority, the bulk of my income coming in. And so, my friend, these are principles that people attract and use for riches. So there's a powerful book written by a good friend of mine, Dr. Myron Golden. It's called From the Trash Man to the Cash Man, How Anyone Can Get Rich Starting From Anywhere. I'm going to give you a website where you can get the book absolutely free. You just pay the shipping. And then I'm going to give you a number you can dial and listen to. And I'll show you how I make residual money by giving away a free book. So 518-556-1131. 518-556-1131 to check out the website www.freebookandtrialoffer.com. That's freebookandtrialoffer.com. And my friend, it is the most, I believe, the most powerful book today, practical book on generating riches for you, your family. And so God bless you, my friend. It's time to be enriched so you can attract riches.